shaky. Oh crap. I'm going to show you guys we're in a pinch. I'm not going to verify this like some people, but this is just the way that it is. You want to take a shower, you want to use the bathroom, you got to do what you got to do. So right now it is 11:14 p.m. and my tanks are empty. Well, my freshwater tank, that is. So there is a fountain nearby, and I have to get water. So putting on my sneakers because I did one trip in my flip-flops. That didn't work out so well. Literally almost died. All right. Gotta turn the light out so nobody pays attention to what I'm doing. Make sure I got my keys because, oh crap. Just unlocked. I have the most annoying alarm system in the world, especially when you're living near people who live in their cars. It can be very annoying. Here's my water bottle. You can't even see them because it's so dark. I'll go another spot where I can get some light. All right. So there she is. I'm walking away with my water jugs. Come on, phone. I got 2 water jugs. I've already made one trip. It takes about 6 of these to get like an extremely quick, like 2-minute shower. And where I have to go in reference to the RV. So the van is over there, way over there, and I'm over here. But I have to go all the way over there. And chances are it's going to be really dark, and you guys aren't going to be able to see me. But I'll take you on the journey. Sorry about the shakiness, but it's all a part of it. And yes, it's really dark out here, especially when I leave the light. There's all the light, and there's the ground where I'm at. It's like crazy dark. All right. Can't even see my feet. Okay. So, there's a car right there. They're probably having sex. That car is always here, and they're always, every time they're here, condoms show up. But here we go. So walking. Right. Now I have to make this trip. Normally, I only have 1 jug, but my common sense told me that I should probably do more than 1 jug because I'd have to take less trips. So that's what I'm gonna do. I got 2 jugs. The question is, how do I use this phone and both jugs at the same time? What a great question. I don't know the answer. But there is the oasis of water that we're looking for. Right there. So we have the water fountain, and then there's like a pump right here. So my lid's off. All right. See how we can do this. Well, I'm just gonna have to do it like this. Okay. So water bottle goes in there like that, and then I kind of, today I'm gonna use my foot. Normally I would just use my hand. but you can see it's filling up with water. Once it gets full, I kick it off a little bit, and then put the cap on. Next bottle. All right. When you're thinking about living in a van, think about this. Oh, overflow. I don't like to waste water, so that wasn't a good stewardship of me trying to show off here. All right. Got both jugs. All right. Time to take the walk back. Now, the van is all the way over there. Like, you can't even see it. It's like over there. So, that's where I'm going to walk. And you guys don't need to look at me walking, so I'm going to grab the water, and then we're going to take a walk. Hi, Mr. Shadow. So the journey begins for the second time. I'm making my journey to fill up the tanks just enough to wash my flesh. Just got done playing saxophone at an open mic in town, and it was interesting because people were like really excited that I was playing, and of course, in true fashion, I disappointed them because most people with saxophones are like very like talented. I'm okay. Not that that has anything to do with living in an RV, but it's his life. You always want to make sure that you lock your doors when you're in an RV because you never know who's going to come up and bother you. You literally never know. So it's just best to always make sure that they're locked. That's just the way you do it. These are the sacrifices you make. I mean, I could easily move the van to a campground and pay $20 to dump my tanks and fill up, but that's not what this is all about. This is all about not paying money that you don't have to pay. Now, unfortunately, you guys aren't going to be able to see this part because it's super dark over here. But for this one time, let me see if there's anybody out here real quick. No. All right. What I'll do this one time is I'll turn on the porch light so you guys can see what's going on, and hopefully I don't draw enough attention to where I get kicked out of here. But open up the tank. Got a little water bottle here that I cut off into a funnel so I don't waste any water, or as little water as possible. And then just lift this up to the funnel, get the funnel in there, and I fill it up. All right. Sounds like I'm wasting a lot of water here. So I gotta readjust. I gotta say, this is a lot easier with the light on. And even with this, I'm still spilling water all over the ground because it's not a true funnel. I feel like there might be a crack in the bottle or something. But I'm gonna turn this light out so I'm not drawing any more attention than I need to. You guys are just gonna have to deal with that, because that is a part of life. Try to keep the camera at an angle that'll be sufficient to see. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow, knock the camera over. Oh crap, what did I do? Oh, there it is, bottle cap. Okay. All right, just got to do that 2 or 3 more times and should be okay. So right now there is, for sure that I know of, 4 gallons in there, and it's probably not enough. I'm sure there's people that can take a shower with less, but I know when I used 6 gallons from last time, um, the water pump started sputtering um, just as I started rinsing off. So, and my hose, like my shower head, drips as I'm taking a shower. Like it doesn't completely shut off. I think if it completely shut off, I'd be okay, but it doesn't completely shut off. So I'm gonna put 8 gallons in there and see if I can do it tomorrow with 8 gallons, and then I'll just I won't have a choice but to take it to somewhere to dump it tomorrow, um, because the black tank gauge is telling me that it's full. I don't believe it, because when it's empty, it tells me that it's 3/4 of the way full, and that's not the truth at all. Now, once before, I pulled the van up to like within like a reasonable walking distance of this, so that I didn't have to make crazy trips long distance. That was a lot easier. But today, there's a car like sitting right where I would normally park, so I don't want them to know my van, because then it'll be obvious. And I don't need, I live by the philosophy of out of sight, out of mind. So if they're not aware of me, then they're not going to bother me. Um, the number one thing that you cannot go without, especially living in a van, water. So the walk begins again. One more trip after this, and I'm calling it a night. Especially since this car is sitting here. I think if this car wasn't sitting here, I might make 2 or 3 more trips, but it's just really awkward. They're never here. I've been in this spot for like 2 months. But that's what happens when you're living on the street. You notice things you wouldn't normally notice. I'm really sorry about the shakiness of the camera. I got to get one of those tripods that doesn't shake when you're walking, because this has got to be really annoying to watch. Yep. Now, I think if I had done this earlier, like in the day when people are awake, more people notice you. They pay attention to what you're doing. Um, it becomes a bigger problem. Of course, my bottle is probably falling somewhere. Okay. Anybody's got any better solutions to getting water without having any friends nearby or paying for it? Let me know, because I would love to do that rather than what I'm doing right now, especially since I have to get up and go to work in the morning. And this is like an every other night journey that I have to take um, just to take a shower. right, that's 5. Apologize, you guys can't see anything right now because this is literally what it's like. Okay, that's not working. I have 2 neighbors that live near me in their cars, and hopefully I'm not making too much noise for them. When you live in a car or a van, you hear everything. Like nothing is quiet enough. All right, let's see where the tanks are with 6 gallons, because I really don't want to make this trip again. Lord, please let the tanks be at half full, which is probably not the case, simply because I already know how much water this thing takes. All right. Oh, wow. 1/3. That is a shocker. Well, I am done fetching water for the night because I need just that water. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to call it a night. That's it for me. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please place your comments below and I will be sure to respond to them. All right. Good night.